All right, this is the Teen Republik on NTV with the trends and are just of trends alongside Wabere. And you know, when you talk about Kenyan content, talk about stories that are actually relatable to you, when you talk about changing our communities, when you talk about storytelling, right here we have the best in the game. We have some of the people that I really look up to. People I've gone on stage, not gone on stage, gone to the theater to watch them. Last time I was on stage, I was in high school. That's when tulikuwa nafanya drama festival Gia Funky. But you know, they're doing amazing stuff. They have, you know, big names, big projects to their names and whatnot. And I am talking about none other than the legendary Vanessa is here and the crew. And you know what? Achojifanya their own introductions. You guys know them. Achojitambulisha. Starting, let's start with the gentleman over there. Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Happy to be here. My name is Bogam Bintega. I'm here in the capacity of executive producer of a show called TUKI.
TUKI.
Yes. TUKI.
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 Evil, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, my name is Faith Akini. I am one of the cast. I am Archie at TUKI. Yeah.
Vanessa. She's not new here though.
He's introducing me. You've already introduced me.
Yeah.
But my name is Vanessa Okeo. I play the role of Rioba for the new show TUKI.
TUKI.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Robert, I'm so curious to know what is TUKI.
What is TUKI? So let us plug you because this is a home of plugging, right?
Yes.
So this is a new show that will be airing on NTV. It happens every Saturday. Unaona leo. Sunday. TUKI, you'll be watching TUKI. And hujachwa sana because today will be the third episode, right?
Second.
The second.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. The second kwa nimesonga hapo mbele juu niko naona ni kama watatuambia what happens. But we might just know what happens. So you can catch the show today on NTV at 10. You'll be watching them. But now we just want to get into an interview. Get to a deep dive and know like who these guys are. Tumezoea kuona kwa TV sana. And nobody really, you know, a hero is never celebrated at home.
For sure.
Leo tunataka kujua what is your favorite thing about being an actor? Like just being kwa cast, right? Do we go ladies first?
Yes.
Ladies. Yeah, Sawa, we can start.
So I can start.
Yeah.
For me, the favorite thing about being an actor is I get to be different characters. I get to be very different from Vanessa. I indulge and I immerse myself into a completely different person. And I love it. It's a different experience all around. I get to learn from that person. I take a few notes from what they do, how they behave. And some roles that I've done have actually made me a better person. And I've also learned, like on TUKI, I have learned so many things I didn't know.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Would you want to tell us, perhaps?
Being an actor or an actress is really fun because you get to get the part of different roles. You play different roles. It's like living one life but several characters, and it's really nice. Then at the same time you get to learn and you get to educate people. Unajua watu wakikuona kwa TV, it's like you're showing them, like you're a mirror to the society, and you're portraying what they live and vitu wana experience. So it's a really, really good experience.
It is wonderful. So Mugambi, wasema wesi cast, you know, you're a filmmaker now, producer.
Well, I got into it by acting. And the thing that was very freeing for me in acting, being raised a boy in Nairobi, story ilikuwa nyamaza, weketi hapo, nini, always behave like that.
Yeah.
Because apparently our boyish energy is a little bit too much. So I found kwa stage, now you're being encouraged to do those very same things that you're being discouraged from doing in real life. Aya, louder, faster, you know, like, and act out more. Edeliona, this is where I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we're going to dive into knowing about TUKI.
Yeah.
Na mbona mnaita kwanza TUKI? I thought it was TUKI. As we move.
Yeah.
So the brand inaitwa TUKI Songa.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here under the brand TUKI Songa.
Okay.
And the series TUKI is now one of the products within TUKI Songa. So TUKI is like an invitation. So unajua tukisema tukisonga, you can also say tuki this, tuki that. So each episode has a certain theme to it, and the episode completes the question. So episode 1 ilikuwa tukianza, episode 2 where we have Robbie now moving. Wacha nisipene spoiler. But iko kwa trailer where we have our lead character Robbie moving from Migori to Nairobi naitwa Tukihama. When she and her friends get to know each other ni tukijuana. So each of the episodes is like an invitation. What are we doing in this one? Tuki this, that. At the episode 12.
In like every episode you have, because mnakaa nyi watu mmejipanga, tukijipanga.
Yes, bas.
Exactly.
What would you say, like in entirety, what is your primary goal?
Yeah,
Unajua?
that's a good question. Yes. So TUKI Songa is about empowering young people, giving them support, recognition, validation. TUKI itself is a show that focuses on it's a social behavioral change series where we look at some of the things that are happening with young people and address them. And it's mostly around SRH, sexual reproductive health.
It's okay.
And economic empowerment. Stories are very, very powerful. When people are able to see themselves on screen, or in books or in movies, they're able to kind of either recognize themselves or the characters are able to model certain behavior. So we have 3 girls who are navigating their way around Nairobi, around their economic empowerment, their sexual reproductive health. And the show really exists to model what would be the most empowering ways to go about it.
Okay.
Which is not to mean that you won't make mistakes. Mistakes are made all the time. But if you're able to make mistakes and then come back from them, then you learn a lot, and the people at home are also watching, are learning a lot as well.
Yeah.
But the primary thing really is to entertain and to bring something new to youth drama series in Kenya.
Fantastic. Something he talked about. Some mistakes.
For sure. Yeah, mistakes. Mistakes have to be done.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the way we move from there that really matters.
Yeah.
And how we pick up ourselves.
Yes.
Now, speaking of adolescent young people, especially to adolescent girls, and we have Faith and Vanessa. Do you feel like now you're in this particular project, zile vitu na act pale, are there similar challenges that maybe you encountered on a personal level, ama zilikuwa tu ni character tumepewa flow with it?
Start?
Like the things that we encountered, like in real life story, hakuna script or anything. There are things that the youth and everyone an experience.
All right, interesting. Now, for you, Vanessa?
For me, I feel like when it comes to I can say sex, yeah. When it comes to having sex when you're not ready, that is something I feel I encountered. So it's some things that happen to every girl, boy, all around, every time. So it's okay. So after you've done this, or after this and that has happened, how do you pick yourself up from that? And it's okay to say I am not ready, and it's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes all the time.
You don't have to say yes all the time. All right. Now, getting into character where you are supposed to do this, at times, kuna zile siku una feel, we're all human. The acting aspect even aside, there are times where you feel, leo sijiski, and being the lead in this project, and these are ladies, at times working with them. So how do you balance? Vanessa ako hivi, Faith leo ako namna. So how do you balance day to day? Acha kumwangalia hivi. Sema tu kweli.
I was very lucky to have a really brilliant cast. Casting was done by Gerald Langiri. We didn't have an open audition. It was a very actually closed audition. I don't think that you guys actually auditioned in a crowd. No, it wasn't anything like that. So we had a really good cast. The scripts already, by the time we were casting, we knew exactly what we were looking for. And we wanted, just when we were speaking off camera, authenticity. Just authentic Kenyan stories being told with authentic Kenyan people. It's a good thing that we have cast members who are very much near the age. I think you realize on TV you'll see people playing high school students, but they're in their mid-20s or late 20s. We didn't want that at all. We wanted people that are actually going through the experience in real life. And we found 3 lead actresses who are amazing. And then an ensemble cast who are also really good.
All right, and the most beautiful part about it is that we have the trailer, and we're going to play it briefly, so please take a look at this, then we'll come back.
All of a sudden the whole Mugori iko hapa. Unajua hiyo inamaanisha nini? Eli ni achoo. Will you marry me?
Siko ready. Adwa the Nairobi.
Jichunge, wanapenda kukula kutoka kwa mfuko ya wengine.
Mambo Almasi.
Harakisha stage iko huko.
Uyu CFO ni boyfriend yako?
Bebe, jichunge. We are friends. With benefits. Sahau.
Roti.
Nice.
In Nairobi, focus on what brings you your money, sawa?
You're now flying with eagles, not quacking with ducks the way you used to.
Live, laugh, bathe.
You ruined it for us, okay?
Pain uttered without pain felt is nothing.
You're onto something.
I'm surprised. Nikombe romar kijiti. Nikombe romar powder. Just in case. Wana na utumia hiyo kitu usiku, sio sahi, umesikia?
We got it, girl. Sasa?
All right, tukifika, tukisonga, tukienda, tukikuja, tukikula, everything. I could see your reactions. I like your reactions. How do you? Okay, I don't want to hear from each one of you, Vanessa. How do you feel when you see that trailer? Honest review.
Amazing. I loved it, and I have imposter syndrome, so when I'm looking at my scenes, I'm usually like, okay. But everyone in the cast and crew did such an amazing job. I was like, oh my God, this is magic. This is so beautiful. Everyone brought their A game, and it's magical.
What about you, Faye?
It's really nice. It is fantastic. I don't lack words to describe it.
Yeah. Are there sorry to cut you short. Are there times you feel like maybe I would have done this better? Ama ikitu singesema ikiwa on TV naisha.
So it's been amazing, the environment, the support, it's been nice. Ata from the feedback that we've been getting, people are like, wow, that show is really good.
The trailer really took on hata si tulishanga. I think we've been so close to the project because we started all the preparation for it, I think in May, would take on the way it did. In just 9 days, I think it had passed 300,000 views on YouTube and over 1 million views on Instagram.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah, we were not expecting that.
Wow. The power of social media.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It appears the uptake is like really high, and now Nikam, I think this is what people were waiting for. Walikuwa nashanga tutapata kitu kama ilini.
Yeah.
So we know there's so many people out there who are watching. Na maybe they've not had a chance to have someone advise them or tell them something nice. But for someone who's out there, like your target audience, mnamwongelesha, what would be that one piece of advice you'd tell them? Like any personal now, it's coming from Vanessa, or it's coming from Faith.
I would like to tell them it's okay to make mistakes. Your mistakes do not define you. They will never define you. You can stand up and continue moving on. Bado barabara ni very long. Utaenda clear the bushes as you go. No one has everything figured out ever.
Yeah.
So it's very okay to make mistakes.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Faith, anything you want to tell like a mini Faith? Anasema, when I grow up, mimi nataka kukua kama Faith.
I'd like to tell them that never give up. Life is never this straight. Tutapata. Sometimes things hit you hard and you're like, no, just wake up and keep going. Ata kama you don't know where you're going, just try. Don't give up. Have faith. And then discipline. Najua tumezoea tu take it lightly, but it's true. Discipline, determination. Isn't if it's random tumezoea kusikia, but they really help. Just believe in yourself. Head up high. Yeah. And you can do anything you want.
I know this is coming like from experience, especially when you talk about this. I'm not sure discipline is personal. But there are people unaweza waambia discipline and they're like, okay, music to my ears. When you talk about discipline, is there something like you can tell us about? So for me, this was my situation and this is what it had to take for me, to be disciplined to get to point B.
Okay, in terms of discipline, let me take for an example in basketball. I play basketball and I want to get better at it. So discipline, I'll go to practice at this certain time. If it's acting, something that you want to do, make the time and be consistent. For me, if it's acting, I'll do it. If it's basketball, I'll do it. It's not easy, but I'll do it. Ama, you start with some mini things like make your bed, do something. It's kidogo. By the time you go progress, itakuwa high, and you never know.
Right?
Yes.
Gambi, we're passing the baton.
So, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Red Brenda. So she's Robbie, she's Archie, and you saw Alma on the trailer, played by Red Brenda, who couldn't come because she was a bit unwell. But she said, please send my regards to all the teenies watching. Tell them Red said, being young gives you the privilege to love something with all your heart, have the strength to let it go when its time is done, and then learn to love again fiercely. Share this love with yourself first and see it echo into infinity as the love the world will share with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
From
very
Red.
Nice. And you know, Mugambi is such a veteran in the game, you know, getting to when I feel like when I was still in high school, I guess even primary at some point, because I love plays. I'd see Mugambi and you know, please receive your flowers. All the best.
Thank you so much.
You know, these are my friends now. I have Faith. Vanessa is a friend of mine. When I see my peers having you as not even just working, even as a mentor, is such an amazing feeling.
Thank you so much.
Know? Yeah, so you have to be given credit for that. And the show airs every single Saturday, 10 p.m. And also on Tuesdays as well. Kuna ni repeat. Rerun. So in short, kuna repeat on Tuesday na Sato, 10 p.m. Please go support them. And maybe you can give guys your social media handles as well as we wind up.
Vanessa Aika on every social media platform.
Vanessa Aika.
Yeah.
So Imani Fowl. Yeah.